What is up, folks? It is I, the Mexican Burt Reynolds. Today, we have some Iowa footage for you. Now, before we get into this, a lot of exciting stuff going on this week. We have been loaned the new German destroyer, Tier 5 destroyer. We also have the Nassau. We are also taking part in the campaign. So you get to check that out as well. See what we get inside the boxes. You guys know how I feel about getting the boxes. Don't hope for anything too concrete there, because you may get disappointed. But you know what? Whatever. Also, the campaign also has 2 of the universal commendations, so you can kind of upgrade your legendary status there, so make sure to check that out as well. And it's a fairly short campaign. It's lasting 2 weeks, 14 days. I've seen some folks have already completed it, so make sure to swing by there. You can get some insignias, some promotion orders, a lot of camouflage, and of course tons and tons and tons of flags, so make sure to check that out. Now, we are in the Tier 7 American battleship, the Iowa, and we're out here making it happen. I don't normally run this ship a lot. I've started to kind of understand. We've had an understanding here of late, so I've been playing it more and more. You guys have seen it more and more in the stream. Also, guys, by the way, the stream Mondays and Fridays, I believe, for the next foreseeable future, we are going to have Ghost Recon Breakpoint. The core of the streaming is still going to be World of Schusty Boats, but Ghost Recon Breakpoint is pretty awesome, and it's very hilarious as well. So anyway, hope you guys check it out. Sorry, little interruption there. Get back to the game. The bad guys there have lost 1 ship to 0 of ours, and we are bringing this monstrosity about. And as you can see there, right in the beginning, after I fired, I immediately turned out to kind of angle out. And if you want all 3 guns on target with this particular ship, you either need to be angling out or angling in. You can bow tank people, that's fine. I don't necessarily recommend, strong arm bow tanking, which, what I consider just pointing your ship directly at somebody. You need to have a little bit of an angle there to increase the thickness of your armor. Now, I notice right here we're going to take some rounds, so I immediately start turning out, and it didn't really hit very hard. But then again, you know what, guys? We've all been there where, you do everything right, and you turn out at the right time, and the shells hit you exactly in the wrong places, and, you lose a quarter of your health. So I think necessarily it just came down to RNG. Looks like we led that gentleman a little bit too much. That's fine. We've got 2 cannons behind him there. We're going to see if we can't catch him. He's posted up behind that island there. See if we can't put a little heat on him there. It looks like he misjudged my leading of me as well. We have some spaced armor here, which is always a good thing. Gentleman right here giving up the side. I'm going to see if we can't get one of the guns on him. Be nice to get all of them on him. We're waiting on a reload here. And you kind of have to be very cautious, especially going around some of these blind islands, because you never know if there's going to be a DD setting 5 clicks out, ready to torp you. I mean, granted, most of the time he gets killed, but still, they end up torping you like that, and it's a common thing. I've done it many times, especially when you have short-range torps, but most ships Tier 7 have at least 8. So, still though, it's a sneaky bit of finessery we can look out for. Gonna go ahead and send some rounds there towards that gentleman. We're turning in here. We're starting to angle up. Looks like this gentleman's going to run right into the side of this island here. We've all been there before. We're going to try to capitalize on that though. As soon as the guns get loaded, I would really, really, really like to hit him towards the aft midships if I can. That's typically where your Japanese citadels are going to lie on this particular vessel. And we're going to send it there if we can do it, if we can make a connection there, and if we don't lead him too much. It's kind of looking like we're going to touch him gently there. Not as much as we'd like to do, but you know what? That's fine. It's damage, and we'll take it. We're up to 54,000 damage here. Not necessarily setting the world on fire, but you know what, folks? We're keeping the guns running. We're open for business, and we're going around serving, folks. And that's all you can hope for. I got a gentleman here, about a third health. We're going to see if we can reduce that to 0. He is backing up. Not really sure why. Not mine to call. I just don't understand, but we're going to send it back to the water garage for you, my friend. Okay, folks, moving on. We're going to go ahead and scan the horizon for a new target. 81,000 damage. 3 down for the bad guys. 2 down for us. 4 down for the bad guys, excuse me. Gentleman here coming to the right. 2 o'clock. Giving up some good side shots here. Good broadside shots. He's turning his guns toward me. He's very aware of my presence. If you look at my ship there in the center, you notice I was leaning hard on that right rudder. I knew he was coming out there, and I was trying to get angled up into a bow tank position before he gets there. And that's what you have to do, folks. You have to plan ahead. That is the namesake of battleships, is they are essentially planning ahead tools. Got a little torps coming in there. Took one right on the chin. Looks like it missed armor belt. Up to 100,004 damage. Still trying to make it happen here. Another gentleman's going backwards. It must be a virus going around, because I am not sure why everybody's going backwards. But you know what? I don't judge. Moving on. Secondaries picking up a little bit. Now, you know, we don't necessarily have the German secondaries, but you know what? You get in close enough, even the American secondaries will pick up. We're going to try to put a shot right there after the amidships, really right underneath one of those guns if all possible there. We ended up nailing the mess out of him, but we didn't end up managing to pull any citadels with that. But that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Moving on here, guys, the red team is getting the mess beat out of them. That is a field of torpedoes for me right there. Yes, sir. 5 down for the bad guys. 3 down for us. Took another torp there. This gentleman right here is trying to run a flank on my port side. Taking a lot of rounds there. It looks like some of my rounds ended up dumping into the side of the island there. Damage report is on cooldown. Excuse me, damage control is on cooldown. So I'm really kind of nervous this guy's going to torp me. So I kind of have to keep my... I mean, not that I need to flood anymore. We are perma-flooding and we're on fire. But luckily we only have to deal with it for another 10 seconds or so. But still, I don't want to flood as soon as I get it fixed. Because that's kind of what I saw happening. Is I get it fixed and then I get torped again. That'd be just my luck, but that's fine. 6 down for the bad guys, 3 down for the good guys. It is few and far between. Things are starting to get very, very exponential on these gentlemen. They definitely have problems in their life. The game is slipping between their fingers like sand through an hourglass. Moving on. Trying to put some rounds here on this little feller way out in the distance. It's just not happening for me. Very, very difficult to make a good solid connection sometimes, with a DD. Although we do, which is surprising. I didn't think I made that shot. It's not just your videos I don't watch, folks. I don't watch my own either. Moving on. Guys just out there in the open, giving up the side there. Going to try to make sure we lead him enough. Not necessarily certain if we're going to connect with this one, because I think he might not have been going full speed. Or perhaps, nope, my aim was just off. I tried to blame it on something else, and it just did not work out for me. 132,000 damage. Couple of kills, citadels, secondary hits. We've got all kind of ribbons, markers, everything up there. We're just out here making it happen kind of folks. 4 down for the friendlies. I don't think there's any possible way these guys could win, but you know what? I have seen games pulled out. Not necessarily with 2 guys killing 5, but I have seen some crazy stuff. Just kind of hit that gentleman with a glancing blow. Sometimes if the cruisers, the DDs, what have you, the smaller ships go at high speed and kind of juke left to right, the shells are just not going to hit where they're supposed to. We're just kind of nickel and diming this fella right here, and that's fine. We're alternating the guns. I'm going to try to get the stern gun in on the action there. Put up a big kind of spray. And yeah, that's it. Is quick and easy. That's what she said. 360,000 credits, 142,877,000 damage. Guys, I really, 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 really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, share. Stop by the stream. Typically Monday through Friday, 7 to 9, 7:30 to 9:30, once a month. Guys, thank you again for watching. I will catch you guys on the flippity flop.